just west of Kansas City. Welcome to the AdventHealth 400 on Fox, presented by Toyota.
Drivers, start your engines!
37 drivers and teams at the ready to entertain a substantial crowd here in Kansas.
Now you see him four wide already right there. You see Chase Briscoe able to get underneath last week's winner of Ty Gibbs. Still four wide back there.
That's what makes this track so fun. The progressive banking, these restarts, it's immediate. Speaking of immediate, look at the drag race here for the front row, the lead.
Wow, you got two Toyota drivers that both refused to lift.
Oh!
And all was that contact?
Right, yeah, definitely
wow.
A little bit of contact right there getting into turn one. So hard. We saw that yesterday.
Kyle Larson, big slip up.
Yeah, we saw that yesterday in the ARCA race. The way that entry is into turn one, you'd think that car is going to swoop up there further than it does, but that entry wall is straight, kind of cuts the angle off into turn one.
Lead change, Hamlin goes to the inside, goes back up top to cover, and drops back down in turn number 3. Let's go back and look at the contact earlier as they battled for the lead side by side.
Yeah, you see him going into turn one right here, and it looks like Tyler was still hanging up the racetrack, and Denny was ready to turn down into the corner and just made a little bit of contact. You can see the way that wall straightens out right there. He almost goes straight for a second.
Did you see his hood flaps fly up?
A little smoke, hood flap fly up, never lifted.
Denny Hamlin talked about his car just a little bit tight on the throttle and a little bit loose in. Nothing to be too concerned about. Obviously, you see the adjustment right there, thinking ahead for him. Led 35 laps, hits from the lead, down and away.
Ryan Blaney with a new Jackman gets hit. Actually, he hits Allmendinger as AJ was coming into his pit. Blaney was full accelerating coming out of his, and there is Allmendinger's car.
Pull forward and back in the stall. Pull forward and back in the stall. Make sure you put the right tires on the right side, guys.
Was the leader when he came to pit road. As things cycle around, that will turn the lead over to Logano, who pits now. They're still servicing Allmendinger. He got the worst of it when Ryan Blaney was accelerating out of his pit at full speed as Allmendinger is coming in. That's in the driver's blind spot trying to get out of his pit, so whose responsibility is that?
Pretty hard to believe looking at this. That's Denny Hamlin lapping Joey Logano, 3-time champion. Been tough sledding so far with the 22 car.
Boy, 3 of the last 4 weeks, Joey Logano has not been among the front runners.
Look how much he's slowing Denny down, though.
Well, Logano is very good at defending. There's Logano and Ross Chastain are probably 2 of the best defensive drivers on this circuit. So right now he's doing a good job.
For a moment, I thought they were going to bring Todd Gilliland back to them, and Gilliland would have a chance to get back on the lead lap, but Logano's not done.
Yeah, and I think right here, this is exactly what Hamlin wanted to do. He wanted to get that outside position to be able to put himself in a spot where he didn't have to run the bottom of the racetrack.
That cut a second out of his lead over Larson.
Final lap, stage 1.
Yeah, and that's exactly what we were talking about. Sometimes you just get in a spot where you got to slow down and manage that tire. But this guy
gives you a pretty good indication too. It's not just settle. It's you start hearing it, you feel it and hear it.
Now Gilliland wants to try to pass Hamlin, so we won't have to start last and take the free pass. But the green and white checker is out, and Gilliland got it done. He got ahead of Denny Hamlin before Hamlin got the flag.
He got a gift.
Okay,
thank you.
And here we come for stage 2, Hamlin Larson.
Great push. teamwork for Toyotas. Reddick pushed Denny Hamlin right to the lead. I was kind of thinking Larson give him a run for his money. Here he comes to the inside crossover. Can he slide up in front of him? He's looking for it. Moving him up, he's got it.
Now Denny Hamlin's going to be under attack from Chase Elliott. Two Chevrolets have put themselves in a position to take control of this race. Didn't see that coming right on the restarts, Clint.
Now Reddick as well. Denny Hamlin definitely having a little trouble firing off.
Yeah, he lost a little momentum when Kyle slid up in front of him, and he's still trying to get that momentum back. Finally going into turn 3 right here, he's able to get it back rolling.
They have learned some things with the Hendrick camp. Chase Elliott, really haven't talked about him all day. Now they're running 1-2. Where'd they come from?
Larry, I just don't know that the way that tire came apart, I just don't know that that's going to get better.
Well, how much do you adjust on your second run when you've had an issue like that on your first run?
Well, as much as you can, but the problem is you're trying to make passes, and Chase Elliott's making that difficult on you. He's forcing you to run in a line you don't want to run in. Kevin told us at the top of the show, I don't want to be on that bottom. It hurts those tires even more, but I can't go through him.
Yeah, and you know, you see, maybe they freed that car up enough to take care of that right front tire a little bit more this time, but kind of concerns me a little bit for the 45 car of Reddick having to work the traffic like he is right now.
Second place changes hands. Reddick up to second behind Larson. As Larson completes another lap, that's 124. Keselowski's teammate Ryan Preece, so now all the RFK cars.
Here they go. Here they come. Larson, Reddick, and Hamlin. 1, 2, 3 on pit road. Keep an eye on that 9 car. He's the one that short pitted him to try to close the gap on them. You see him up here in the track map.
Jamie?
See Kyle Larson get from the lead after leading 35 laps. He did have cording on the right front after that last stop. It's air pressure adjustment in 4 tires here. Denny Hamlin on the bottom. Tyler Reddick as well. Air pressure adjustment for Denny Hamlin. We'll take a look at the tire wear too, guys.
On pit road by Denny Hamlin. So
Carson Hocevar takes over the lead from Gilliland and Blaney.
That 9 car, another 9.00 second pit stop.
Yeah, they've been good all year. They've been consistent. They've been fast, and it paid off for him today.
And the addition of the strategy call to pit him a little early.
Yeah, now on the opposite side with Tyler Reddick, I mean, he had a 12-second pit stop. So either they had a bad stop or they were making some adjustments to get that car better. Carson Hocevar right there on pit road, so going to come in and hope for a better pit stop this time. They've had a couple of rough stops to begin the race. The car's running fast today, though.
Blaney comes in with him, and that will complete the cycle. Blaney with a new Jackman this week. That's the one change they have made. And the Jackman that they hired unable to be here this weekend for personal reasons, so they had to dip down and take what was the 4's Jackman. He got the 51's Jackman, so a lot of checkers moving around on pit road to try to make this happen.
This is about the first weekend I can remember Blaney struggling. I mean, he has been, no matter what track, what the challenge, whether it be pit road or whatever, has drove right back to the front. One of the fastest cars we've seen in 2000.
That car on the radio, he just needs some track positions. Looking at the lap times right now, he's right in the game with our leader, Kyle Larson. Denny Hamlin a little faster than both of those guys that lap, but not much. So definitely has the lap times to keep himself in the conversation if he gets the track position up front.
So right now, 3 Chevys, 5 Toyotas, and 2 Fords trying to get stage points. That's your top 10. With Hocevar about a second ahead of Chase Briscoe for that final stage point.
And when you see Buescher on the screen, you look over to the pylon, and Kevin, you and I have been talking about this throughout the year. RFK does a good job of just quietly taking care of business in the points scenario when you start thinking about championship and year-end situations. They're not where they need to be, but they're taking care of business on points for sure.
Well, and the biggest thing with the 6 car is Brad Keselowski is he's got to qualify better. We see, you know, Chris Buescher qualify better, and for Brad today, it's going to work out, as you see.
But they just don't go run themselves out of business chasing a magical setup that's not there. They stay in their wheelhouse, stay true to themselves, and get the points.
3 drivers have finished on the lead lap in every race, and they're all on the lead lap right now. Tyler Reddick, Brad Keselowski, Ryan Preece.
You can tell 54 is in big time trouble. I wouldn't be surprised if a tire's coming back apart. Do you hear his throttle?
Yeah, definitely sounds like it's tight.
Only got to hold on for 2 more laps, and we'll be at the end of stage 2.
Well, that's what he's doing, holding on. Praying that tire holds on. He's in trouble.
Is this a tiring race to drive?
Well, anytime that you get a green flag run like this with consecutive laps, basically 3 runs in a row, you had the stage break to break them up. But anytime you have to run these consecutive laps, I mean, from the driver's seat, it can be taxing just because you're in there so long, tensed up and trying to do everything that you can to get the most lap time out of the race car.
Kyle Larson takes the green and white checkered flag for his 3rd stage win of 2026. Back man from last week, but they had to make a last-minute audible call, and yet that team has done very, very well. Regan.
Well, Christopher Bell continuing to have a good run today. A few more complaints this run. The ride quality's not as good for him right now as what he wants, and he went 2 free everywhere except entry as that run progressed on. In the 9 car, Chase Elliott just looking for a little more overall grip in the middle of the corners. Jamie?
Balance pretty good for Kyle Larson. Very quiet that last run. He just wanted to know where all the others were running on track around him. That's Cliff Daniels standing tall on the wall, talking to his driver, counting him down. And meanwhile, the 45 rather, of Tyler Reddick. He wants to know what that right front looks like. Remember, he had that steering issue after getting into the wall, Mike.
Well, Larson is not going to win the race off pit road. He's going to come out 3rd behind Hamlin and Bell.
See Bubba Wallace right there up on top of the racetrack. Put those cars 3 wide down the back straightaway. We heard him talk about how he thought he had a winning car. Well, he just put himself in a way better spot to contend for the lead.
Behind them, Briscoe took them 3 wide on the bottom. Herbst took them 3 wide on the top.
Heating up for the lead. Here comes Bell looking to the outside. He's there. Haven't seen him all day. That one's dangerous. You put him out front.
Well, we talked about him yesterday when he had to go out so early in qualifying. Put him back there 11th or 12th. Fell back a little bit at the beginning of the race and has worked his way back up. Pit crew had a great pit stop that last time on pit road. Here he is leading the race now.
Yes, if he had not been in practice and qualifying Group 1, Bell might well have had a chance to win the pole instead of starting back in row 6.
It's making sense, though. This is the 9th straight Kansas race that Bell has led laps.
And that's the longest ever streak at this track in its 25-year history.
His win's coming.
And look, if this race runs green, and that's been the trend that we saw in the first half of this race, if this race runs green, we know that the best pit crew on pit road sits in that 20 pit stall. They've been consistently the fastest. All the rankings, everything that they have is the best that there is on pit road. So they got it all pointing in the right direction right now for Christopher Bell for this all to line up today.
Denny Hamlin in the picture, just 0.6 of a second back. Now Tyler Reddick sitting in 3rd, 2 seconds off the lead. And Christopher Bell seeing his Denny Hamlin get ever larger in his rearview mirror.
So here's the opportunity. What you look for when you're trying to pass, there it is right there. Cody Ware, the lap car in front of Bell. As he catches him, it's important to catch him in the right place and not slow you down with Denny Hamlin hot on your heels.
Well, he definitely caught him in the right spot right there. Denny Hamlin as well. Doesn't give him any problems, so.
Forced Denny's hand to run on the bottom, though. It wasn't necessarily, when I say catch him in the right spot, that's not the best place. You want to try to catch them as you're getting off the corner, but if you're Denny Hamlin, that's exactly the opportunity you look for to pounce on as that leader, Bell, is catching them. Forces him out of his line. Maybe you can stay high, get a run on him up off the corner. Those are opportunities with these lappers.
The last few laps, Reddick's definitely been the better car at the end of this run.
Reeling him in.
That 47 lap mark, that's 6 laps from now, lap 220.
Well, first Reddick's got to deal with Cody Ware, who also got some fresh tires there, pulled up alongside, couldn't complete the pass, and drops in line. Briscoe and Hamlin on pit road to begin another green flag pit stop cycle, Jamie.
Well, Kevin noted that Denny Hamlin had fallen off a bit those last handful of laps. Just a little too tight is what he said earlier on in that run. 4 tires stop here, go on the jack, don't have to wait on fuel.
Well, you hear the don't wait on fuel part. You see hopefully the back of the car got full of as much fuel as possible to keep the balance right on that car, but they are definitely not going to wait on it.
Cody Ware completed the pass of leader Christopher Bell that time. Again, Ware on fresh tires.
And that goes to show you the difference in a new set of tires. That's the last place car passing the first place car. So
right.
Drastic difference when you put those new tires on these race cars from a lap time standpoint.
Austin Dillon has stopped Alex Bowman in his pit. Austin Cindric in the pit lane along with his teammate Joey Logano. And here comes Ty Gibbs to the pit road.
I like Denny's putting pressure on him. Obviously short pitting there. That won the race last year here.
Well, definitely won it last night.
Last night.
That's for sure. But I think right now, I mean, unless they made an adjustment on Denny Hamlin's car at the end of this run, or clean air makes it better, he was definitely not as good. But having that track position will at least give you a chance.
Larson on pit road.
Larson, Van Gisbergen, and Keselowski coming in. Bowman completed his stop.
And we've seen this 20 car at these style of races where everybody starts to pit. We've seen them do this so many times where they stay out on the racetrack and run extra laps compared to the rest of the field and then work their way back through the field. So the biggest thing that you don't want if you're Christopher Bell right now, but you do if you're Tyler Reddick, I want to beat him to pit road. I want to try to pit before that 20 car to try to jump him with the fresh tires for 1 lap.
Well, obviously the 11 running them down. I mean, it's putting the pressure on him. I agree with you about Reddick, but you see Reddick shooting to the bottom now.
Regan,
I'm thinking he's coming.
Chris Buescher in the 17 car been battling with that car being too tight in traffic this last run. Otherwise, not too bad, just the traffic issues.
Well, you saw Tyler Reddick dive to pit road right there. And if they have a clean pit stop, he's going to be in front of Christopher Bell when this is over.
He pushed hard coming on the pit road too. Did a good job.
Yeah, but he doesn't, as long as they have a clean pit stop, I mean, just the amount of lap time that he's going to gain on these new tires is going to put him in front of Bell.
Jamie?
They had just told Tyler the lap before, we're going to pit with the 20, so he opted to come down before the 20. 4 tire stops, and he wants to be just a touch freer. That's it. No chassis adjustments, air pressure only.
Bubba Wallace finishes his stop. So does Chase Elliott. Regan.
Well, you see the 20 of Christopher Bell. These guys have been ready for about the last 10 laps. They were trying to time it out and sequence it just right as to when they hit pit road, as well as not have issues with the 41 car who was pitting in front of them.
Well, he hit it right on Larry's number. 47 laps splits the stage for this final run to the checker.
Keep an eye on that. That short pit by the 11, he's definitely gonna beat the 20 out.
Yeah, and
Can he keep it though?
He's a half a straightaway ahead of Tyler Reddick, so.
Big.
Now, Daniel Suarez began this run as the last car on the lead lap. Suarez has cycled through to the lead as you see his number 7 up on the graphic at the top of the screen. But when he makes his pit stop, he will possibly fall off the lead lap. That's kind of the gamble of running long like this.
So that was 5 laps short pitted. I'm talking, ooh, hold on to it, Suarez. Suarez got trouble. I think he's got a tire down.
He's
really
up in
slow.
turn 2, almost against the wall. Now brings it down.
Limping it back.
Off pace. So that gamble of staying out long is not going to pay off for Daniel Suarez, but he will make it to pit road as Denny Hamlin reassumes the lead.
This is going to be a tough one to hold on to. 12 laps is a long ways to go.
Well, he's going to make, he's moving around too. He's definitely searching. Now he's moved down on the track.
I would not have done that. He's going to give up a ton of ground to Tyler Reddick right here.
Watch this.
Unless he feels like something's wrong with that car. Those 2 corners, he gave up his whole lead.
Well, he's trying to take the air off. That's exactly what you want to do. Do not, whatever you do, don't give Tyler Reddick the outside, right, Kevin?
Yeah, and he gave him the outside on this end last lap, and now Reddick's going to go to the bottom.
He's been diamond in the corner and coming down, staying high this time.
Yeah, and as soon as he gets to that left rear quarter panel, this is over for Denny Hamlin.
Whoa, it's for the win.
10 to go, and Reddick, the pole sitter, goes back to the lead. And those 5-lap fresher tires show up.
You know, but the call was to put him in that position. It wasn't like you do it, you short pitted him because you just did it for doing it. You had to do it to get to track position to even put yourself in this opportunity. I love the call. It just didn't work out. I hear you. It's not over. 10 to go. Anything can happen at this place. We've seen it. Larry's giving me trends all over the place.
Yeah,
move to the outside. Here comes a run.
It's really strange that Reddick drove all the way up to him, passed him, drove by him, and now Denny Hamlin has stayed right with him and passing back for the lead.
Here we go. Austin's in the front. Look at the Reddick's got that outside line. It was going to be interesting to figure out what Austin Dillon was going to do. That time it hurt Denny Hamlin. He had to run too.
Well, if Reddick is worried about that right front tire, he's got no room to baby it for these final 6 laps.
Well, you can hear the throttle in that car. He's without a doubt tight.
Still 2.5 on the limit.
We've seen the right front come apart on the 45 earlier in the race. Here's Denny looking to the inside. Austin Dillon, that lapper's
right
giving him trouble.
45.
That's right, Mike. Got an offense. It's fun to see that guy nervous.
5 laps to go.
Yeah.
Reddick saying loose in that race car. Can't get into the corner, and that's why you see Denny Hamlin approach him. Denny needs to put the pressure on the rear of that car and try to loosen up even more if he can get close enough. 5 to go. Condition.
Yeah, and he's all of a sudden started using the whole racetrack right up against the wall through the middle of both ends of the racetracks, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So it's just
he's in the wall and out of fuel. Oh my gosh.
Side, stay on it tight.
Hamlin back to the lead.
Well, that's exactly what Denny Hamlin's guys were saying. Just stay with it right here. You just don't know what's going to happen. And you're seeing it happen right now.
As Hamlin pulls away, Tyler Reddick somehow has enough gas in the tank to hang on to it, and now mounts a charge. Reddick coming back after Hamlin. Spinner, turn 4. First yellow flag of the day for cause.
You just can't make this stuff up.
Cannot script this, can you?
No.
Coming to the white.
But Cody Ware spun in turn 4 as the leaders came to the white flag.
Reddick's going to have to pit, though.
They'll re-rack and all get another chance. Larry, can you believe this? What do you do?
Well, Mike, as many laps as they've got on their tires, I mean, might be some people roll the dice. We got 16 on the lead lap. I'm not sure how in the world you don't come get 4 tires. Don't rule out somebody may try 2, though, just for a 2-lap run.
Counting, the 2 leaders are in. Larson is in
Big
from
advantage.
third, Bell from fourth, Regan.
The code words for Christopher Bell in fourth place were Asparagus or Captain Crutch. No conversation about the car. It is 2 tires for him. And Brad Keselowski, they were always going to make sure they came to pit road. 2 tires for him as well.
Tyler Reddick in the 45, his call was just follow and stay close to the 45. You saw the 45 came in for fuel there, guys, and he jumps 45 out just behind the 11.
Now to Clint's point, no problem with the first 2 getting out first because a bunch of lapped cars separated them in the caution line. They come to the restart zone for credit 1 overtime.
Green.
Oh, Hamlin gets a great restart, but he's got no pusher.
Almost too good. Watch Larson. Here he comes.
Larson looking low and gets there. He and Reddick will battle.
Block that 20 on the outside. Missed the block, Reddick.
Bell with the head of steam on the outside, gets hit by Reddick, bounces off the wall, holds on but denies Hamlin. Clear track for the 5. Kyle Larson.
Coming around. Still green, coming to the white flag.
Now, if the leader takes the white under green, the next flag ends the race.
Yeah,
One car spins at the entrance of pit road, down on the apron.
White flag's out.
Leaders head into turn 1.
Reddick with a huge run to the bottom of the racetrack.
Track is clear.
Here comes Hamlin on that outside. Oh, he's in the fence.
wall.
Look at Reddick. Race is on down the backstretch, Mike.
Toyota Chevy up front. Here comes Briscoe with there's 4 tires. Third on the inside, digging hard. Reddick slides up in front of Larson, and the pole sitter is going to come to the line for win number 5.
What a great job by Tyler Reddick. I thought he had no chance there with about a lap to go, Clint.
Thank you, guys. Apologies to the 20.
I thought that race was for sure Larson's. How he got back and got underneath Larson, which is where Larson wanted him to go, be on the bottom, and was able to just drive right by him. Power move, Tyler Reddick on top once again.
The 30-year-old from Corning, California gets his 13th career win today and becomes the first driver since Dale Earnhardt in 1987 to win 5 of a season's first 9 races.
Welcome back, bro. We got it.
Christopher Bell spun coming to the white, but down to pit road and then pulled away, so no caution needed.
Yeah, I think he actually broke a toe link when he hit the fence down the back straightaway, and then it just spun out.
2311 Racing, owned by Michael Jordan and Denny Hamlin, has now won 4 of the last 9 races at Kansas Speedway.
Not many sports that can give you that all in one day.
Good job.